morning and happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome back to my kitchen in beautiful Orlando, Florida. Let's go grab our coffee, chat. Here's a hack to keep your teeth nice and white while you drink coffee. Use a straw. Good morning and happy Thursday, or as I like to call it, happy mini Friday. Today I'd like to discuss with you guys the 9 strategies of productivity. Today is part of a 2-part series, 1 part today and 1 part Friday. This is so important to me to share with you guys because I want us to understand how our mind works. This is how we calibrate our minds to generate the best for our lives. I researched and developed this series because out of all the experiences I've had in communities and culture and all of my exposure, I've noticed that minority communities really don't have positive leadership and or affluential role models. Our communities need good-hearted kings and queens serving the people, leading with value, and providing insight as to the most powerful thing we possess, which is our mind. Our minds harness the power to change our reality by applying systematic steps one by one. Our communities lack koinonia, which means we work together. Our iron sharpens each other's iron. We are mindful of one another and we stir up good works in each other. Now let's define the steps. Motivation, take breaks, focus, time management, engagement, manage and manipulate your willpower. Complete concentration in the task. Feedback, and use psychological effects to your advantage. Beginning with motivation, it's rooted in passion, satisfaction, and unbreakable dedication. Think about what gets you up and at 'em. What motivates you? Is it money? Is it lifestyle? Is it keeping up with the Joneses? Is it fame? You seek to be a guru in your particular area? Or is it autonomy? Freedom. Knowing the why, who you are, what makes you the quality and brand of human being you are, understanding your own psyche and archetype will help you with motivating yourself to get to the next level, to advance. Motivation stems off our own creativity, our willpower, and what we want for ourselves. Another component of motivation is also competition. Healthy competition is a you versus you mentality. For example, look at yourself 5 years ago and where you are 5 years today. Where do you want to go 5 years from now? Motivation stems off of what we truly desire, what we want, and what we need. Encourage breaks. This is needed to avoid burnout. Think of your mind as an AI engine. It can produce millions of thoughts, ideas, and images with any given moment. So consider giving the computer a break every now and then. Try one or both of these methods. One is called the Pomodoro technique, and the other is called the Eisenhower matrix. The Pomodoro technique was created back in the 1980s by a university student to increase productivity and efficiency. There are 4 steps involved. Limit distractions. Spend 25 minutes on the task. Give yourself a 5-minute break. With every 4 steps completed, increase your break time 15 to 30 minutes. Second method, the Eisenhower matrix. This method is based on urgency. You're going to determine which task is most urgent, which is less urgent and less important. The less urgent and less important tasks you are going to delegate. The Eisenhower matrix is composed of 4 categories. The first one is absolutely do. This is the most urgent task. The second is not so urgent. The third is delegated, very less important, minuscule. And the fourth is don't even do it, inconsequential. Thirdly is focus. We're going to maintain our attention by eliminating all distractions. For example, when I'm working, my phone is either off or it's on silent. I let my family know I'm in my think tank sessions. I don't want to be disturbed, so put your do not disturb sign up. 4 is time management. Time management is something that gets overlooked often, and it's the one thing that we can't buy. So I'm not really certain why this happens, but it's very common. I don't think people understand that it's going to take time for you to organize your time. I know that sounds very simple, but when you think about your life in longevity, your days in longevity, your weeks, your years, organization and time management need each other. If you're going to accomplish goals, you have no choice but to set your days, your weeks, your months, your years on a schedule, and you want to use timers. Time how much time you are spending on each errand, on each activity, on each to-do list. Set timers on even your recreation time. For example, I have a schedule here for my children that they follow every day. They have piano time, tutoring time. They have a lot of different extracurriculars that I'm letting them know at this time, for this amount of time, we're going to be doing this. After that, once that 30 minutes is up, we're done. We're not going back to it because I need time to do all of my other things in my day. So set times for when you're going to go out with your spouse, with your friends. Set the days, set the time, set the amount. That goes for everything else, whether it be for work, a business, your family, your outings, your recreation. Set the days, set the amount of time, and set it ahead of time. Number 5 is engagement. Engagement is useful when it's linked to learning and growing. This in return expands your financial reach. When you hear engagement, what do you think of? Most people think it's just talking, having random conversations about randomness. That's not all it is. There are many different types of engagement. You can engage with others and you can engage with yourself. Both practices should be done with the intent to learn. Learn something new. Perhaps a culture, perhaps a community, perhaps a lifestyle, perhaps a social hierarchy, perhaps archetypes. It's important to engage with individuals who are operating at a higher intellectual capacity than you. The reason why I say this is because we were all designed to learn from one another, and for your mind to produce and generate its own creativity, you are going to have to provide it exposure to things that you were never aware of. This is how your mind opens itself up to become more creative, to ask the questions of the unknown. Everything starts with the question. Once you begin with the question, your mind produces answers or the know-how to get the answers. We're psychologically probing our minds through engagement. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am going to stop at bullet point 5. I will pick up on this series tomorrow with bullets 6 through 9. If you enjoyed today's talking points, please let me know in the comments. Please don't forget about the email that was created for our community members. It's right here. Thank you for watching. You guys have a fantastic Thursday, and I will see you guys next time.